Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again.
It's time for the J. Craig 5, maybe 10-minute movie review. Hey everybody, welcome to Movies Over Coffee. I'm Jay of the J. Craig podcast. A couple nights ago, I saw The Predator. Now, I've been very hesitant on doing this review because I'm not very excited about talking about it. The Predator is directed by Shane Black, written by Fred Dekker and Shane Black, which will get you excited if you know anything about Monster Squad. It stars Boyd Holbrook, the guy with the metal arm from Logan, Olivia Munn, Keegan Michael Key, Thomas Jane. Yeah, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is Thomas Jane, surprisingly enough. And some other people that you'll recognize, like Jake Busey's got a little cameo, and there's some other people that you might recognize, but that's your cast. What is The Predator about? When a young boy accidentally triggers the universe's most lethal hunter's return to Earth, only a ragtag group of ex-soldiers and a disgruntled science teacher can prevent the end of the human race. Yes, a disgruntled science teacher. So this is The Predator in suburbia. Predator, the comedy. This movie loses everything that makes the Predator movies, right? It lacks the thrills and the excitement and the tension and the hunting and what makes Predator Predator. Instead, they made it into a full-fledged comedy. And I'm baffled at the decision to just go right out there and do something different. It's almost like what they were going to do with Star Wars Solo, the Solo movie. It was going to be a straight-up like parody. And it just would have felt wrong. Now, you might like a comedy in this version, but I just was kind of baffled by it. Now, first of all, I was excited to see this movie only because the connection of Fred Dekker and Shane Black. They wrote Monster Squad together. I like Shane Black writing. I like his stories. I like his writing, right? But as a director, not so much. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a fantastic movie, but I think most of that is due to Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. I did not like the other guys. I did not like Iron Man 3. So as a director, I'm very, very on the bottom side of wanting to see his movies. But because Shane Black was Hawkins in the first Predator movie, he's the first guy to bite it from the Predator. He's the guy with the glasses, Hawkins, in the first Predator movie. His return, plus working with Fred Dekker, I thought, wow, this should be fun. Let's go see this movie. But because it's a straight-up comedy, and because it has the same Shane Black tropes that you're going to be used to, it has the kid who is smarter than everybody in this way. This time he's autistic. It has a holiday. Instead of Christmas this time, it's Halloween. Ooh, good switch there, Shane. All the characters have great rapport. So it has the typical Shane Black tropes. But it misses everything that makes the Predator the Predator. And I was laughing to a point where I stopped laughing because I was getting annoyed with, another joke. Oh, another joke. Oh, another joke. Great. So it was a little tiring in that regard because it's not the Predator movie. Why call this a Predator other than just to get me in the seat? But you're not doing anything by that, because now I'm not going to recommend this movie to anybody because it doesn't belong in this universe. So that's the story. Okay, let's talk about the characters for a second here. Olivia Munn, as a science teacher, I can buy it. She's a talented actress. I like her a lot. She's easy on the eyes, too. But having her chase down an alien, a vicious alien, lots of violence in this movie, by the way, lots of gory violence, overdone, by the way, a little bit, overly done. Having her chase down one of these aliens with a tranq gun is baffling. You're like, what? Why? How? Okay. So I'm okay with her. But Boyd Holbrook as the lead was a complete misfire. Now, this guy's a good actor. I liked him in Logan. Fantastic actor. He's good. I'd like to see him in other things. But as the lead in this movie, I could not help but think throughout watching it, wow, what the movie would be like with somebody like with some star power, some charisma. Schwarzenegger, Tom Hardy, Chris Evans. I mean, hell, Thomas Jane in this movie as a lead would have been better than this guy. He just reminds me of like the typical faceless guy who it looks like everybody and who's very kind of one note. It just doesn't work for him. So I was just kind of baffled at a lot of the decisions in this movie. The kid's good. Keegan Michael Key is really funny, of course, because he's really funny from Key and Peele. And the other thing about the characters is, in the first movie you have the group of soldiers, highly trained special force guys, right? The cleanup team. Awesome. In this movie you have ex-soldiers who are going to a mental facility. They're crazy. They're loons, and they all know it, and they all act like it to a point where it's a little overkill. And so they tied in this movie with the previous first movie because of the music, the da 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 da, you know, that music that represented the soldiers and their actions. Every time they played that music, I'm expecting something to happen. I'm like, oh, this is where this is going to happen. Nope. It's a false message there with some of those music cues. This movie doesn't work for me because it's far too funny for a Predator movie. I don't mind the humor. Humor's fine. But where's the thrills? Where's the action? The action pieces are very subpar. There is not one particular scene that I can point to. Like, remember that sequence where they did that? Nope. There's none of that. There's nothing memorable about this movie except for the comedy. Now, there's nothing out right now. So, you know, if you go see it, you're probably going to be entertained for the most part because it is very funny. But I know after the movie, you're going to forget about it because it's not special at all. And it's disappointing in that way. But again, there's not much out. So you might go see it. You might like it. But when you think about this movie after that, I think that's where it goes away. I was waiting for this movie to end. And unfortunately, there's going to be more because any movie today has to make the sequel at the end of the movie, setting up the sequel, right? So you got that in spades here. All right. Go see it. Enjoy it. Or don't. I don't care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe over here, like and follow us. And we'll see you next time.